Hey guys, and welcome to Gwent, the Witcher card game. My name is Jaggerous, and today I have a Veterans Skellige deck for you guys with the leader Crack and Crate. He strengthens the highest non-spying bronze or silver unit in your deck by 2 and plays it, so we're going to use Crack to pull our Veterans. We then use these to strengthen all other clan units in hand, deck, and on the board. So these will strengthen our Hunters and Bearmasters, which turn them into even kind of more tempo play. So the Bearmaster goes from being a 12-point play to being a 15-point play. The Veteran goes from, the Hunter goes from a 11-point play to a 14-point play. And these are all soldiers, which means you can resurrect them with your Priestess of freyas. So gives you tempo in later rounds. You can also use your Haymay Spear Maidens to thin them out of the deck. And once you have a Haymay in your graveyard, you can actually restore the Haymay. So then use the restore onto this, creating an 8. And then hopefully use it on, say, a Bearmaster, pulling a Bearmaster, which is then another 15. So lots of tempo there. We have one free bronze spot. So I've got Recon in here, which we can use to hopefully try and find the freyas when we need them. It's just I think it works in this slot, but it is a card that you could choose to replace. In terms of our golds, we have Vesemir, and Vesemir I really like at the moment because I think Mandrake is really, really good. So we have Vesemir into Mandrake because he pulls an alchemy card. And if you happen to draw your Mandrake anyway, you have Vesemir into the Strigbog Runestone, which can actually give you an extra restore. It can also give you a Ioano, which can be really useful in certain situations. It can give you Gremist for Weatherclear. It's kind of a useful card in a lot of situations, or it can give you tempo with like Jenga. We have Alza's Double Cross to help us make sure that we find our veterans, so we can find one with Crack and one with Alza's. We have Sigurdrifa as an extra res, and we can actually use Sig to resurrect a veteran as well, which sometimes turns out to be a good play if you want to boost everyone that one extra time. And we have Roach for thinning. And then on top of that, we have Coral, who's just really good. She's very strong against Consume, for example. We have Dandelion, who is a new card. Draw a card, then play a card. This gives us extra thinning. Previously, I had a Guerra in this deck last season. But I quite like Dandelion Poet in this slot. It gives you some thinning, and generally it's just kind of extra 5 points on any of your plays. And then we have Muzzle, which we can use to take something from our opponent. And this is actually more or less the deck I used to get Grandmaster last season, so I would say it's a pretty decent deck. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into a ranked game. I'll showcase this deck in action for you. And if you enjoy this video, maybe leave a like and subscribe. Okay, so we're against Eredin, and we don't have great Weatherclear, but we do have the Runestone, so that makes that a little bit safer. We have one Veteran, and we have one Haymay, which isn't terrible. We can throw the Recon, I think. The only thing we don't want here is Priestesses or Roach. Restore. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with this hand. The only issue we have is that we can only play 2 Veterans, so maybe we want to try and high roll and get some more Veterans? In which case, I think we blacklist this. We got Mandrake. I guess that'll do. The only thing is we have both of our alchemy items, which we don't really want here, because if we have both of our alchemy items, what that means is that... Why is this here? That's weird. We have both of our alchemy items, which means that if we draw Vesemir after playing both of them, he's dead. Don't really want a dead Vesemir, but there we go. It's fine, I know what spawn means. Go away. There we go. I just realized my tracker is not visible. There it is. He doesn't have a good opener. So we can just muzzle this. There we go. See that Archosaur? Now it's my Archosaur. So this is a Death Wish, Eredin? Okay, that's what this tells us, which is unusual. Oh, and he locked it. Unless it's... Okay, we want to hold Mandrake, because what this might be is it might be an Imlerith deck. So at this point, what we want to do is we want to play our Twirsec Veterans first. That's like your first place to get your Twirsec units buffed up. And then you want to establish your graveyard, which typically means you want to try and get a Haymay in there, because Haymays are a really good restore target. What we do know at this point is that our opponent is playing more Verdant Archosaur, which means I think it's going to be an Imlerith deck, which makes this quite easy because we have the Mandrake in hand, so he can't really get that going. But then I'm wondering, does he have it in hand? You know, what is the situation that he's in at this point? What is he deciding? Is he deciding if he wants to commit it now? Come on, buddy. You can do it. We don't need to rope every play. Frost. Frost is fine. So let's play Crack. And get another veteran out and start boosting our guys. And then we'll play the Bear Master and we'll start getting bears out. Then we'll play the Haymay and we'll start thinning. And setting up our graveyard. That is our kind of strategy at this point. The problem we have at the moment is our good friend Ale Augusto is roping every turn, so we'll see how this goes. Come on, dude. It doesn't take that long. I like to think it doesn't take that long anyway. You can do it. Play a card. Come on. So we could roll our... Let's roll our runestone. We might get clear. I mean, we might not, but we might. We got Jenga. Jenga's a decent res if we have... It's a decent res if we draw Sig. And honestly, like, what I did there was I hit the targets on even amounts of health. Because if they're under Frost, then what you can do is you can hit the ones on even amounts of health. And it means that when they take Frost damage, when they get to like 1 health, they'll only tick for 1. So, I mean, if they're going to die anyway, you may as well put them on odd numbers of health, is what I'm trying to say. And I probably should have actually played Into the Weather there, rather than playing Jenga on a different row, because the Weather's going to tick for a bunch of turns anyway, and this gives him the option of playing more Weather, which I don't really think was wise. But, never mind. So there is a Rider. So let's play our Hunter, and just shoot this, and then we can shoot it again. He may play the Iris now, and just take the points. Which I'm okay with, in all honesty. He only gets 4 targets. So it's only going to put him about even with us. We're 17 points up. Unless this is a Shoop deck? I guess this must be a Shoop deck, right? Like, he's played one of a lot of things. So maybe it's a Shoop deck. Maybe we're getting shooped. Like, Shoop and Imlerith, maybe? Let's see what we get here. Navigator. Okay, it's not a Shoop deck. It's not a Shoop deck, you guys. That's what this tells me. So we're down... we're down 14, but it's all good. Now we're up 3. Do we have a Restore target? We do. We could play Restore this turn. I don't really want to play Restore this turn, but we could. We also could play Dandelion, which will thin Roach, which I actually quite like. So we're probably going to play Dandelion next, just to get a draw and see what kind of options we have. Because if we get a Priestess, we can always res a Twirsec Bearmaster that we kill in the Frost. So I think Poet is our next play. Once our opponent stops roping! Oh man, Ale Augusto is now on my hit list. I can't be dealing with this. I can't be dealing with this. Right, watch Roach land in the back row. I want to play this. No, she landed on the middle row. What a babe. So now we're up a decent number of points. And I don't really get why he was holding this. I guess he was waiting for a target. But the thing is, like... Let's move this up here. What does this do? Deal 6 damage to an enemy. Increase damage by 1 for each wild unit in his hand. He's played a bunch of wild hunt units. Well, I guess he only played 2 from hand. Because this, he played into this, he played into this. But still. I don't really rate Nithril, to be honest. Like, I know a lot of people do, but I don't. I still think this is possibly an Imlerith deck. Like, Imlerith Nova, maybe? Lacerate. So we don't have a res. This is worth... We're going to take 1 point. This is enough to get us ahead. I don't think I want to set up his graveyard. Like, that's not something I really want to do. But then what do I play here? Because either I have to commit Restore, which is a really good finisher. Or... I play Mandrake, which stops me being able to counter Imlerith. So then, how much of a problem do I think Imlerith is going to be? That is the question. This is where he has, like, Imlerith and Renew in hand. Nova. Okay, so we do need to commit to this fight then. So we're down 17, but we can do this. Take this. Play this. Target this. Play this. And play this. And now we're up 1 point! Ha ha ha! And a round that you played Nova. Like, losing the round you played Nova feels bad. And we can always heal the Hunter. Like, we can always heal the Twirsec Hunter with the Mandrake. But it does mean we have a dead Vesemir if we do that. So that's the other thing we have to be kind of wary of. Or, you know, we could just get roped every turn. That's also something that could happen. Hey, we got the pass. We win on even. We still have Mandrake in hand. I'm a happy Jaggerous. Oh man, losing when you play Nova must feel so bad. That was a lot of points. So what do I want to draw here? Heimei is bad because we don't have a target for it. So let's throw this Priestess. Do we want to bleed him here? I don't think we want to bleed him here. Because we can just dry pass and get card advantage going into the final round. And then he has to commit something. Wild Hunt Warrior. And also, like, Imlerith is not as good in a long round. Sorry, a short round as he is in a long round. Like, so if he is running Imlerith, then we're fine. He's probably not at this point. Like, I spent all this time playing around Imlerith, and he's maybe not even playing it. Also, can I point out he just roped to coin pass? Like, come on, buddy. Come on. It's not cool. Coral. I'm happy with this hand. I don't want to mulligan in case I draw something bad. Like, Spear Maiden is dead, Vesemir is dead. Veteran's okay, Priestess is fine. Gotta plan around my dead cards. So, and the other thing with Imlerith is he's gonna technically want to play it early, but if he plays it now, I'll just summon a big unit and it'll die. So he doesn't really want to do that either. So it's kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't. You can do it, buddy. Play a card. I believe. Eventually, this person will play a card. One day. Anytime soon, you guys. Like, it's okay. We don't have, like, jobs and girlfriends and boyfriends and real lives to get back to. We got plenty of time for Augusto to rope. Oh, he has a dead renew. Alright, we want premium bear. Boom. That is painful. So I guess he had renew in his hand the whole time. And he can't renew Nova because Nova gets banished. Hey, we win! We win eventually. Eventually. Right. Well, let's get into another game and I'll play this deck once more for you. Hopefully not against someone who ropes so much. Okay, so we're against Yan, which usually means alchemy, which means we want to make sure that we have our Mandrake for when they boost their leader. We've blacklist the Priestess. Strigbog is okay. I think I honestly also want to throw Sig at this point, but I really need to try and find Vesemir or Mandrake. So maybe we should blacklist the Hunters first. There's Mandrake, that's fine. And then let's throw Sigadrifer, because we don't need her. Basically, if we can give them a dead Kahir, then we want to do that. They don't always run Kahir, but sometimes they do. Yeah, shoot yourself. Seems good. So we'll just do our standard kind of veteran opening strategy. Play a veteran, play a ADC, Elsa's double cross, play Crack and Crate, and then just kind of be happy. So this is a little bit frustrating because he's developing his graveyard, but it doesn't really matter. Let's get some more veterans. So he's getting Skellige units into his graveyard, which means that then if he does pull a Priestess, he can res one of these Skellige units. That's also kind of annoying, but it's okay. There we go. So we've established all of our dudes. The next thing we want to do is we want to set up our graveyard. So we want to play a Hunter and we want to play a Spear Maiden. So hopefully he doesn't get Vesemir or Mandrake. In which case we can banish his Kelve, which is a standard practice in this matchup. Because the thing is, if he does get the tempo off of that, it's kind of insane. So we're kind of alright doing this. Even if he's going to draw into, you know, something that he wants. Because he might have just put Kahir at the top of his deck. Now that Kahir is worth 6. What is it with people roping today? Yes, that is a bear. Yeah, we can mouse over the bear too. Like, come on, play some cards. This is a card game. So I guess that's a runestone. I would say Nilfgaard runestone. There you go. So is there anything I can hit to make like 8? Nah, not quite. Feels bad. Just so that I could get a better muzzle. I'll just hit her. Although actually that was my coral target. Whoops! Probably should have hit Stefan there. Mistakes have been made. I'm such an amateur. Bad. And I should feel bad. We do have a dead Vesemir at the moment. So let's do that. We're down 6, which is alright. We could have actually played Dandelion there in order to then play that and get ahead in one play. That would have maybe been more sensible. Because the longer this round goes on, the more kind of bad cards or dead cards he's going to have. And we can actually win this with a muzzle, so let's do that. Because muzzle targets in this matchup are hard to find. So there we go. Now we pass. And we have Heime in the graveyard. We have Restore. We have Spear Maidens. We have Hunters and Bearmasters, so we have lots of targets for the Heime. So we're in a pretty happy spot here. Double res. I'm going to throw the Runestone in case I get Vesemir. Oh, we got Roach. Feels bad. I still think I want to play into this round, though. Especially if we can kind of... This is actually a bit awkward, because my res is something that deals damage. But never mind. There we go. This is actually quite bad, because we didn't get any Bearmasters. Probably should have just dry passed because of the bad draw here. I think I probably misplayed this by playing into this round. Because the fact that we have no Bearmasters means our priestesses are kind of dead. Which means he's going to be a card ahead the whole time. So then we have to ask if we want to bleed him. Because we're going to be a card down anyway, so maybe we should just bleed him here. And if we want to bleed him, we should play cards. And I think we do want to bleed him. I think bleeding him is good. Because oh, he had Roach in hand as well. Okay, so let's play this. Let's res this. I'll shoot this. Now we're just looking for that coral target. We want him to play a coral target now. And, you know, maybe he's got a Deadka here. That would be quite good as well. Thing is, he was running Vesemir, so he probably was running the Mandrake strategy. So, does he go for a Vicavaro? Has he played Vicavaros? No, I guess he goes for... Slave Driver. Okay, so we got our coral target. So let's just get rid of that. And basically what we want to draw here is, I guess, a Bearmaster or Vesemir. Right? That doesn't seem like bad draws. Like, we played into this round, so we may as well bleed him. What did he put back in my deck? I was not paying attention. We can pass here. This is where you pass. He put back... pass. Something. We'll see. We'll find out. So that's actually the only card I don't want. So let's just get rid of you. Recon. Recon's going to give me probably a Bearmaster. Oh, he put a Veteran back in my deck. What we don't want this to do is to give us the Spearmaider and not the Hunter. It's kind of, you know, an awkward choice. But on the flip side, we do want to resurrect... I think we have to play Recon. We have to high roll Recon. Oh, thank God for that. Because otherwise I'm resing a Hunter, and I don't have a target for the Hunter, so then I'm just damaging myself. So I think we have to kind of risk it with the Recon there. Which does now mean we can restore into a Heime onto that bear. So we'll take this. He might have Foul Ale, so we should probably actually roast stack here. Like, if you stack on 2 rows, it's okay. I don't want to stack all my 11s on 1 row. That doesn't feel very sensible. Oh, Trial of the Grasses. Oh, wait, that wasn't Trial of the Grasses. That was Han Marvin's Blue Dream. Han Marvin's Dream. Oh, I don't think it was Trial of the Grasses because it was a special card. And, like, it's not usually one you see people play. So, I guess we just shoot Dandelion. We're up 28 points. So, let's see how this goes. Novice is worth 14. We're up 14 points. Does he have 15 points? Maybe. Foul Ale. Hey, we win because we played around Foul Ale. There you go. That's smart. See, we don't need card advantage. Pah. Who wants card advantage? It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, that's Veterans, you guys. If you enjoyed this deck, maybe leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what kind of changes you made to the deck. You know, what rank did you get last season? I want to know about that. Would you like to see more Arena? Beyond that, you can always subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitter @Jaggerous, and you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Jaggerous. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!